Hello, my name is Emily. I'm from Christian Teen Girls. This morning I was reading my Bible. I was reading James chapter 3, and one of the verses really jumped out at me. It says, "Even so the tongue is a little member, and boasteth great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire can lift." And it really jumped out at me because I often think of things that are little as not being very important. Maybe little opportunities that we have can seem so unimportant, and yet little things can make a really big difference. For example, think of a seed. A little seed can grow into a huge big tree or into a big bush, and yet it starts off so tiny, and yet you plant it in the ground and it can grow into something huge. A little battery. My little girl has hearing aids, and she has little batteries that go in there, and we have to be really careful that she can't get those batteries, because if she swallowed them she could die, or she could end up in hospital for a very long time, even though they're so tiny. Or a bullet is so tiny and yet it can kill somebody. A mosquito, you try sleeping with a mosquito buzzing around. A scorpion, or a little stone in your shoe. These are all little tiny things, and yet they make a really big difference. A tablet, like paracetamol, if you've got a fever and you take a little tablet, it can make you feel so much better. A baby. When I got married, it was a really big change, but it was a way bigger change when I had a little baby. It can completely turn your life upside down for a while. A little baby can make a huge difference to your life. The words that we say, they can seem so little, just a little word or a little sentence, and yet they can either do a lot of good or they can do a lot of damage. I watched a video a while back about a family called the Staines, and they were missionaries to India. And there was a man, a journalist, who was in a town, and people got really angry at him. And so to get himself out of the situation, he started talking really negatively about these missionaries. And somebody who was listening to him, who was already a very evil man, he started thinking about that and started thinking about the missionaries and started thinking really negatively about them. And in the end, he went and murdered the father and two sons. And it all started from that journalist talking badly about them. Even though he didn't really mean it, he was just saying it to get the attention off himself so that the people wouldn't be mad at him. But just those words that he spoke made such a big difference in a bad way. And the words that we speak can make a big difference either for good or for bad. Just a little lie that we tell can do so much damage, or a little bit of gossip. Even just saying something mean about somebody to somebody else. But the things that we say that are good can make a big difference too. Just one word of encouragement could so encourage somebody and give them courage to do something. A smile can make a big difference when you just smile at somebody. Or a little act of kindness, just something so little can make such a big difference to somebody's day. So little things can do a lot of damage, or they can do a lot of good. Last year we were at my parents' farm, and it usually rains a lot at their place. And so usually they don't have to worry about, forest fires or things like that. Well, on this night, we decided to do a bonfire, and my dad had just lit the bonfire, and the next minute the whole hill behind it was on fire, and it had spread so quick. So just one little flame, next thing the whole hill was on fire, and thankfully we got it out. My favorite story in the Bible is the story about the 5 loaves and the 2 fish, and how the little boy gave his little lunch that he had, which was so little compared to the thousands of people that needed feeding. But he gave it to Jesus, and Jesus made it enough for all those people, and there was even 12 baskets left over. And that is my favorite story in the Bible, because it shows that something so little can be made into something so big. Jesus can take something so small and make it into so much, and make it into enough to feed thousands of people. So remember that something so little that seems so unimportant can make a big difference. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more videos for teenage girls, please hit the subscribe button. See you next time. Bye.